Regularly mentioned among the greatest strikers of all time, Andriy Shevchenko's talent shone through the 1990s and 2000s. In Kiev and Milan, the Ukrainian made his mark. His name is still engraved in the highest sphere of the top scorers ranking, whether in the Champions League or with the Ukrainian national team. Loyalty, discretion and efficiency have made him a footballer apart. Focus on the career of the Ukrainian monument, who has won over football fans on the old continent. Subscribe to Megafoot, the best of football in video. Born near Chernobyl a few years before the disaster that we know, Andriy Shevchenko was spotted at an early age by Dynamo Kiev. In 1994, he played his first professional match, having excelled at all youth levels. 2 months later, he opened his goal account in the league. He quickly became a regular in Dynamo's starting 11, even in the Champions League. His rise was meteoric. 6 months after his professional debut, Scheva was selected for the Ukrainian national team. Talented, the striker regularly scored goals and quickly became the darling of the fans. Between 1994 and 1999, Andriy Shevchenko scored 94 times in 166 matches. He played a major role in the 5 Ukrainian league titles won by his training club, added 2 national cups, and finished his last season in 1999 as top scorer in the championship. His performance was followed closely by some of Europe's top clubs. In the end, it was AC Milan who won the bid. It didn't take long for the Ukrainian striker to justify the €25 million spent on his transfer. Scoring in his first 2 games, he scored a hat-trick on the 5th day of the season against Lazio. Although Milan had a difficult season, Scheva still managed to score 32 times. Now a familiar figure, he logically finished 3rd in the Ballon d'Or awards, a spot he retained the following season. It was in 2003 that he achieved his greatest success with the Rossoneri. Against Juventus Turin in the Champions League final, AC Milan won. Scheva converted the winning penalty in the shootout. The Italian club returned to the forefront of the European scene and the following year won a splendid Calcio. It was during this season that he won the ultimate individual award, the Golden Ball. Before him, only 2 Ukrainians had won it, Igor Balanov and Oleg Blokhin. Andriy Shevchenko experienced his greatest joy in Milan. He also experienced his greatest defeat. A Champions League finalist, he was part of the disaster in Istanbul in 2005. The Rossoneri were caught and beaten by Liverpool after leading 3-0. Scheva missed his penalty and Milan lost. For the 7th time in his career, the following season he finished up with over 30 goals in all competitions. His last before a surprise departure to London, nearby Chelsea. With 173 goals in his first spell, he is the 2nd highest scorer in AC Milan's history. When he arrived in England, he was under pressure. $44 million was spent by the Blues, the largest sum in the club's history. In England, the Ukrainian striker was transparent in his first season. However, he remained in the starting lineup at the request of chairman Abramovich. He scored only 16 goals in 55 games. The following season was even more complicated. Didier Drogba was preferred to him and Andriy Shevchenko found himself on the bench most of the time. He only scored 12 goals, far from his usual standards. The Sun even puts the striker at the top of the list of the biggest flops in the history of the Blues. In difficulty, Andriy must find a way out. This was done in the summer of 2008. Back at AC Milan on loan, he hopes to find a new breath to his career. Unfortunately, the Ukrainian was rarely used and had to face competition from Pato and Inzaghi. He disappointed both managers and fans by only scoring twice. 10 years after leaving Dynamo Kiev, King Scheva is back. Even if with the national team he faces one disappointment after another and has been eliminated at every major competition, he still enjoys an unshakable aura in his native country, even if his performances are less accomplished than at the beginning of his career. The striker participated in the good performance of his club, which finished twice in a row in the second place of the Ukrainian championship. He even won the title of top scorer in the history of the Soviet Union and independent Ukraine. In 2012, at the age of 36, he decided to end his professional career. A prolific career, but also full of regrets. Andriy Shevchenko was a complete striker, fast, efficient, and comfortable with both feet. His main strength? Being decisive in important moments. A quality that he put to good use at club level, but which, unfortunately, has not been able to shine for the Ukrainian national team. Winner of the Champions League and the Golden Ball, but also of several national titles, the striker has left an indelible mark on his country of origin and on Italy, one of the most competitive leagues in Europe. He was one of the first to be the object of football business and multi-billionaires. Yet, far from the star system, Shevchenko was synonymous with discretion. After a short stint in politics, he is now coach of a national team, hopefully with better results than his time as a player. The Ukrainian striker was a number 9 like there are no more today. In your opinion, are there any centre forwards of his calibre today capable of scoring more goals and taking their club to the top? Tell us what you think in the comments. Thank you for watching our video. If you liked it, don't hesitate to talk about our channel around you, to like it and to share it. Let's see you soon for a new video. Ciao!